Selling Sunset fans are very excited because season 5 of the series is about to premiere on Netflix. It's actually premiering on the 22nd of April. Joining me now are two of the stars of the show, Mary and Romain. Guys, thank you for staying up so late to take this call. How are you guys?
We're good.
Before we even go anywhere near Selling Sunset, you know we're going to have to talk about your trip to Ireland. You guys were here only recently. You seem to cram so much into such a short stay. What are your favorite memories of your stay here?
Everything, like the people were so nice, like we had such an amazing time, and we're just like walking around because we didn't know anything. That was the first time for us, and that was just so nice here to just walk around. And
it was a last minute trip. Actually, we were in London. We went to Marrakesh and then we went to London, and we were taking care of some business stuff, part of the trip. And so we were like, we're not ready to go home yet. Yeah. We still need more. Like we were working half the time. So we decided we're like Scotland or Ireland. We've not been to either. So we picked Dublin. It's one of my favorite cities ever. Like it's so amazing. I think one of my favorite memories is, remember in that we just went to this little pub, I think on one of our last nights. I sat there listening to all this Irish music. I got up and started dancing with some girl sitting across the way, and she's teaching me how to dance, like, I don't know, an Irish jig maybe. I don't know what it was called, but I have a video of it.
We're going to see that video. Please do share.
Oh, I should post it. Yeah, I should. It's pretty interesting.
So like it really was a whistle stop tour. But as I said, you fit so much in. But are there plans to come back and visit us again?
Absolutely.
We had like such an amazing time that we definitely would like to, come back and spend a little bit more time and maybe discover like, another area or, or even a little bit more of Dublin actually.
Yeah. We'll be back for sure.
Does it shock you? Like, I know you know how successful Selling Sunset is, right? But when you do leave LA and you do go to places like Ireland and London, you're on the, and like you're walking down the street and people are going, Mary, Romain, that's the last thing you expect to hear. Does that shock you?
Wait, can I tell a funny story? It's so funny. End of them. Yes, it does shock me. We were staying at, what was the hotel called? It was amazing.
The Marion Hotel.
Where was it?
The Marion Hotel in Dublin.
Yes, that's it. We loved it. And we forget that people might come, and we were like, oh my God, this hotel's amazing. Trying to.
I don't think we knew that was popular and everything, and even in Ireland, but I had no idea how much.
Yeah.
And it's true that we said like when we were in London, we didn't say right away where we were staying, but when we came to Dublin, like we said
forgot.
it, and then it just came, out of our head.
And and the windows, we had a front-facing suite, and the windows were facing obviously the street. And so I go into the restroom, and I'm buttoning my pants, and then I look down, and then they're like, like there's people outside. So I was a tenth of a second away from just dropping my pants, and I was like, oh my God, I closed the curtains. I was like, because the beautiful old windows, they go like really low, so you would have been able to see everything. I never thought about that. Now I'm very, very cautious, but thank God I caught it just in time. And I ran into Romain. I'm like, you will not believe what just happened.
But even that was amazing, like what we didn't know, like I said. And so we said where we were staying. And so the first day, I can't remember when we went, I think we went to visit the Guinness factory. And then so we went there, and then we came back. And when we opened like the room, we saw like gift everywhere. I'm like, what the hell is that? And so as I closed the door, someone knocked at the door. I'm like, what? And so that was the guy staying at the front door, and he said, oh, we have another gift for you. I'm like, what? He said, yeah, that's been coming like the whole day. And so he dropped off the gift.
It was insane.
And we took off the shirt. And then as I returned, I'm like, it was insane. And it knocked again at the door. I'm like,
it was like this for the foot, like what we say there, 2 or 3 days, something like that. It was like that the whole time. I was like, I mean, everyone is so nice, so generous. It was so much fun, like such happy personalities. It's a beautiful country. I love it.
That
I
was
think
so
I got a
nice,
little
yeah.
tipsy, and after
No, I
after
have
the
no doubt.
thinking, yeah,
Yeah,
and I came back, I'm like, I'm Irish. And he's like, you are funny. You are convinced you're Irish.
But with a surname like Fitzgerald, there has to be some sort of connection, doesn't there?
I'm gonna just go with
Let's-
yeah.
yeah,
She
like-
liked the idea of being it, so let's just.
It might be from a previous relationship, but I feel Irish at heart. So
We'll take you, Mary. We will take you. Actually, like, I'm sure you're so appreciative of all those gifts, right? But
Yeah.
but in reality, what would be going through my mind is, oh my God, these gifts are lovely, but paying excess luggage isn't lovely. Like,
you
how
did
did you?
have to get two
Actually,
additional suitcases.
No,
Oh my
Four?
God.
Oh, we did.
Yeah,
Because in
because
London
between
too. We got
London
two in
and then,
London
yeah.
and two in Ireland.
So basically, we left with like 2 suitcases and then 2 bags, and we came back with like, I think, like 6 or 7 suitcases.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was very interesting.
Wow. Wow. But listen, Selling Sunset season 5 is coming back. Mary, congratulations. You have a new job within the
Such a badass.
Oppenheim Group. Vice
Thank
President?
you. Vice President, yeah.
That's massive. How are you feeling about that? And like, we know that that's not just for the cameras. Like, that's a real job.
I'm very happy about it. It's a lot to take on, especially when we're filming, because I think things get amped up with some of the cast members, and I'm the one that has to now keep them in control, and that is a near impossible job. So but for the most part, I think I'm honored to have the role. I'm grateful to Jason for trusting me with it, and I'm excited about it. And it's gone over better than I expected with most of the girls. I mean, they understand, and it doesn't have any weirdness between our friendship and the professional.
You said
world.
most of the girls. Tell me about the other side of it, where it isn't going down well. I mean, that's not a nice part of the job. How do you handle that? And then, Mary, on top of that, it's being filmed, and then you're having to relive it again and again when you're watching it.
Yeah. I think the hardest part is I'm a very loyal friend, and I'll stay quiet most of the time, but I will always stand up for my friends and have their backs. Like I'll do it more for my friends than I will for myself. And so with me having this role, I'm not allowed to have a personal opinion and kind of let someone have it based on you hurt my friend. I'm like, okay, is this a personal thing? If so, leave the office and handle it. Or is this like a professional thing? If it's professional, then I'm going to call somebody out.
Yeah.
But it's hard because I have to take off my friend's hat and put on the boss hat, which is a very, very gray area and a very difficult thing to do, when inside I'm like, oh, I have something to say.
Well, Romain, you can say whatever you want to say, but what is that like for you when you are seeing your wife go through these emotions, and people maybe not treating her the way they're meant to be treating her, and yourself sometimes? Like, how do you keep it all together, knowing that there's cameras taking all of this in, and that's what the producers want to see?
Oh, it's documented forever. One slip of the tongue, it's out there for the world.
Well, but me personally, I don't have any problem. Like if I have something to say, or like because there's someone that
He doesn't care.
disrespect me or my wife or anything like that, really have no problem to say it. I'm not gonna create like any problem or stuff like that. But if I have to call someone out, I have no issues.
Yeah.
So.
He's very protective of me, and just very, you're so chill, but like very just stubborn and opinionated at the same time. If you do something that's just unethical, kind of just like shady or unethical or hurtful, he's like, nope. And he has no problem going forward, and he will not change his mind.
But as are you of Romain, Mary, I think this is the great thing about your relationship. You don't need, neither of you need each other to stick up for each other, but you both do. You're both there for each other. Is that what makes a successful relationship?
I think it probably helps.
Yeah, I think so. But she's she's like she has such a big heart, and there's many times that she's gonna keep stuff for herself, and then not like say just because she doesn't want to create any drama or anything like that. That if something bothers me, I will like voice it. Like I won't have any. I will voice it for sure. But yeah, I think no, it's like we are like completing each other.
Yeah.
In this season, I know it's not your story to tell, so feel free to share as much or as little as you like. But in this season, you guys do go over to Italy. We see the beginning, and I'm not sure if we see the end of Chrishell and Jason's relationship. What was that experience like for you, the beginning, and now that it's all over?
We were so happy, I think, for them. Like it's two of our closest friends, and obviously we were like happy because there was fun, and we were like always going out all together and everything. But I think at the end of the day, we want them to be happy, and unfortunately they wanted like different things, and it was better, I think, for both of them to stop it, and then find the right person for
Yeah, neither of them did anything wrong like to each other. There was just I mean, they want different things in life, and so so I'm there for both of them, and I support both of them. We both do.
Yeah.
And they both are actually
happy, so.
very understanding, and they just know me and us, that whatever they say and do, we're not going, unless they give us permission, we're not taking it back to the other person.
No.
They can trust us to open up. Based on our knowledge and our feelings, knowing both of them so well, we can give our honest opinion and our advice on how they handle things and what might help. And it's worked well. They're in a good place, and they've made it past the initial breakup period where
obviously it's never
yeah.
easy, when you break up, but
never.
at the end of the day, they both know that they wanted things differently, and they can expect the person to change. So even though they care, and then they really love like each other, they knew that it wouldn't be it wouldn't work. So
Yeah.
Now there's a brand new cast member joining this season, Chelsea. From the trailer, it looks like her and Christine are getting very close. What can we expect from the two of them this season?
Well, no, so I actually like Chelsea. I was very concerned in the beginning, because Christine is the one that originally kind of introduced her to us. And so I'm very protective of the agents and of our friendships and everything at the office. And so I mean, we cannot do any more drama. There's plenty. I'm not allowing any more. I'm like, if I'm in charge, like with Jason, I was like, I will put my foot down. There's not going to be any more chaos. And so I was hesitant, but she's a huge personality. She's actually very, very nice. I do agree. I saw the trailer, and I don't know her super well, but from what I have seen of her and what I've talked to her about, I don't think she's exactly like that. I think she was probably just having fun with Christine or something and saying it and not realizing like how it could come off. But she's actually a very sweet girl. She's a mom, and she's got lots of like a good network for business, and so I think she's going to do really, really well. She just has to keep her head about her and not get sucked into the drama.
Has that ever happened to you guys? Because I'm sure you turn up and it's not, I suppose it's not scripted, but you are told to meet somewhere at a particular time, and sometimes do you get caught up in the moment and you just go off in a way that you probably wouldn't have if the cameras weren't there and if the producers weren't in your ear going, can we have a bit more of this, please?
Well, I do think I don't know that I'd go off more, but there is a lot more that goes on that gets edited out because they can only show a certain amount, like for all the episodes. And so, and there are things that happen where I think some of our reactions seem like over the top, but it's like, well, there was like an hour, 2 hours before this where it's like, you're getting like, I mean, amped up the whole time, and finally you blow. And so so that happens. And then also I think here's what they're telling me, because I hate talking about stuff that honestly, like in our personal life, we don't talk about Christine. We don't care. We don't like, I mean, we do not care at all. Like the thought never goes into our head. But because there are arguments, because there is tension, like whenever, if she comes and she doesn't, whatever it is, like producers have explained it to us that people aren't in your head. So you can't just keep quiet because then they won't understand what's going on. So you have to explain what happened and why you're feeling this way so that everybody can follow along.
Yeah.
It makes sense. However, it sucks to do that because I'm like, but I know all I want to do is walk away and not have anything to do with this. Yeah. So I feel like I'm engaging by talking about it. And I'm almost acknowledging and allowing that behavior by talking about it. And so it's a tough situation to be in. And I think a lot of the girls are all feeling the same way, where we're like, we don't want to talk about it. So we'll see what happens on upcoming seasons. Like, we really don't know. But from what I understand, season 5 is pretty good. We're going to see it on Friday, I think.
There's a lot of glam in this show. The houses are, wow, like this is house porn big time. Yes. But then the outfits are like, I look at you guys and just go, oh my God, they get that dressed up for work. But then I read somewhere where you said creator Adam, and look, this could have been taken out of context too, but creator Adam.
I know what you're going to say. And it was taken out of context. It's what I said, right?
Yeah, like please do tell me that he does not insist you wear heels on the show, because I'm just like, really? You try walking around for an hour in those heels, Adam, and then we will talk.
I mean, I'll say he definitely prefers that we wear heels, but no, what I was saying that it was more like, I mean, if they're nice, like if they're like Chanel boots, like flat boots or flats or something like that, he's not going to have a problem with that. But if we come in with like granny flats, you know, like the whatever the
pumps
super comfy, like whatever, like for
Clark's super walkers.
Yeah, like then he's gonna be like, no, that's not gonna work. You need to change those. But other than that, we just dress like ourselves, and I mean, we don't wear heels all day every day, but
thank God.
With a client, we typically, like, we'll have our heels on, we'll walk around, and then we get to the car, take them off and throw our flip-flops or flats on to save our feet. I mean, no one can walk around in them that long. Yeah. We do have days where we do, but you have to wear your comfy heels and go soak your feet when you get home.
Romain, you're not left out of this though. You also.
I don't wear heels though.
Give it a go, and then you may feel some sympathy for what Mary's going through. But
every man should wear heels at least for one day, and then they'll be like, "Oh no, honey, take them off. It's okay."
Exactly. But how much thought do you put into your wardrobe?
Me? I don't know.
Not that, I don't think you put that much into it.
No, but plus
he likes to look nice all the time.
I'm not filming as much as her or the girls. So for us, I think, like, you know, I don't need that, as many outfits as that. But I usually like to, dress a little bit. So
he does like to shop, and so he always has like a whole stack of clothes where, since he doesn't film as much, he's like, ooh, which one should I wear?
It's easier for me though, because they're filming like every day, all day. So for them, they have like to have like, different outfit and everything. So that, so it make it harder for them. So
But he always looks nice though, doesn't he?
You both do. You both look fab. As you said, season 5 is about to land. You haven't seen it yet. Do you get nervous? Because yes, you know what has been filmed, but you're not in that editing suite. You don't know how they're going to portray you.
plus we film so much for this, like so much stuff that it's not even gonna be on it. So
And we don't know what the other people filmed, what they said.
Yeah.
So
Is
we
that
know
the
what
most
happened in
nerve-wracking?
our scenes, but other people, yeah, most of the time, I would say there's about 50% of every season where we're like, ooh, I did not know that ever even happened. I didn't know that was said. We're watching people actually do it to us. So we're like, wow.
But no, I'm not nervous.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah. Oh, look,
I'm
I think
interested, but
And if
a
you
little
did,
nervous.
I handle it later.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be good, I'm sure. It's gonna be, there was so much that happens. It's gonna be a good season, I
They told
think.
us apparently it's gonna be the best. So
well, we're looking forward to it. Before I let you guys go, I was creeping on both your Instagrams, and Mary, a recent post. There's a photo of you, and under it, the caption says, "It's only up from here. Such amazing things coming soon. I can't wait to share with you." I know you're not going to tell us everything, but can you give us a bit of a tease about what amazing things are on their way?
nope.
There is a lot of amazing things coming up for me personally, for us together. I think for work. I mean, there's a lot of things on the horizon, and that we're very excited about.
Brilliant.
Just
Well,
waiting to finalize everything before we are able to share.
okay, and that's totally understandable. We will just keep creeping on your socials for you guys to make those
Oh,
announcements.
yes, walk away.
Mary and Romain, thank you so much for giving up your time. It was great to talk to you both, and hopefully we'll have you back here in Ireland really soon.
I hope so.
I hope.
All right, thank you.